and stuff like that. And there's really I don't know how to word it. There's just a lot of history behind this guitar and what it's been through, and the uh making of it, the building of it, the different parts and the pieces that go along with the final. And I don't even think it was. I don't even think it was the final guitar. I think the Frankenstrat was Eddie's attempt to combine the sound of a classic Gibson guitar with the physical attributes and tremolo bar functionality of a Fender Stratocaster. An early version of a Super Strat, the guitar was made from a Northern Ash Stratocaster body with pickup routing, which Eddie modified to fit a Gibson patented applied for humbucking pickup in the bridge position. The guitar has a simple neck and fretboard, chrome hardware, and was painted with a black and white striped design, and later painted over top with a Schwinn red striped design. It has a standard 6-string setup and a Floyd Rose tremolo. In 2019, the Metropolitan Museum of Art displayed the Frankenstrat guitar as part of the Play It Loud Instruments of Rock and Roll exhibit. A copy of the Frankenstrat is housed in the National Museum of American History, part of the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. Eddie bought a Frankenstrat Eddie bought the Frankenstrat's Northern Ash body and maple neck, which was a factory reject, for $130 from Wayne Charvel and Lynn Ellsworth, who sold Boogie Body bodies and necks. Eddie was able to purchase the factory's second body at a discount price of $50 due to a knot in the wood, and $80 for the neck, and it also had jumbo fret wire. Its truss rod was adjustable right at the heel. Luthier Donnie Ward concluded that Ellsworth, who was primarily a furniture maker, was in no position to mass produce the first Hunter body order from Charvel, and so received help from the Schecter's Guitar Factory in the San Fernando Valley. Eddie then removed both tone control potentiometers, wiring the pickups in a single circuit, largely due to his limited knowledge of electronics. He placed a knobbed marked tone on the volume control pot, then used a vinyl record that he had shaped into a pick guard to cover the controls. The pick guard was later replaced by a real, similarly shaped pick guard, pretty much made for like a Strat. Although there was five mounting holes, one drilled by Eddie. It was installed with only 3 screws. A strip of double-sided masking tape was added near the pick guard, on which Eddie placed a variety of picks. The simple circuit consisted of a single humbucking pickup, a low-friction A500K potentiometer, and a 1/4-inch output jack. The potentiometer was, of course, the volume control. Eddie then painted the guitar black. While the Frankenstrat still only has a single functional bridge humbucker, the holes for the other 2 pickups were covered by a solid black pick guard. This pick guard would later be removed when the guitar was repainted, and he stuffed non-functional electronics into the exposed pickup slots. This iteration also uses a Fender tremolo arm. The Frankenstrat has gone through a number of necks over the years, and its bridge has evolved from the 1961 Fender Tremolo to the original Floyd Rose bridges, with and without fine tuners. The placement of the 1971 quarter was to keep the Floyd Rose bridge flush with the body. Eddie then attached truck reflectors to the rear of the body so he could flip the guitar over to reflect stage lights onto the crowd. He installed large screw eyes instead of strap buttons. This was a foolproof method of securing the guitar to the strap. During the late 1970s and early 80s, many guitar companies tried to capitalize on his popularity. Replaced the previous humbucker with a Seymour Duncan pickup and replaced the neck with a Bumblebee's guitar neck. In an interview, Eddie admitted the single coil pickup and the middle switch were not connected to anything. By the way, just a note on the switch in the middle pickup pocket. That switch was an original 5-way switch to further confuse the public and everybody. He broke up. Kramer Guitars was the first company endorsed by Eddie Van Halen in 1983 when they built a Frankenstrat replica. And during this time, he replaced the original Frankenstrat neck with a prototype Kramer Pacer neck, first seen during Van Halen's Hide Your Sheep tour in 1983. Later that year, the Pacer neck was replaced with a Kramer banana-style neck, first seen during the Van Halen's performance at the UST Festival and then in the Jump video. In 1984, he was given the Hot for Teacher guitar seen in the song's video clip and began appearing in Kramer advertisements. Paul Unkert, the guitar guy. The best-known Kramer owned by Eddie Van Halen was the 5150, which he built in the Kramer factory. Although it was thought that the guitar was made from a Kramer Beretta body, it had a prototype Pacer body. This guitar, the guitar used from the 1984 tour through the OU81 tour, was last used to record Judgment Day for the album For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. Although the 5150 reappeared in the 2004 reunion tour with Sammy Hagar, the guitar, upgraded with a Charvel neck and EVH Wolfgang humbucker, it was subsequently retired. A number of other Kramers were also built and used by Eddie. The Ibanez Destroyer. This guitar was a 1976 Ibanez Destroyer made from ash. The wood is often mistaken for Carino wood because of the finished appearance of Ibanez model 2459. Eddie then later removed a large chunk of the wood with a hacksaw, giving it an open jaws shape. So it was nicknamed the shark because the chunks he cut out was serrated, resembling shark teeth. This guitar was used in the videos for Running with the Devil and You Really Got Me. The removal of the wood, however, destroyed the guitar's sound, and so he retired it. Guitar Hero also got into the game with Van Halen with the Frankenstrat's paint job, and it was used on the box art for the Guitar Hero Van Halen. It also appears a number of times in the game, including transitions at the end of songs. The stripes appear one by one in quick succession and then are removed. For the band's 2012 tour, Eddie Van Halen used a variant of the Frankenstrat with the black and white capped bridge pickup from his Wolfgang models and a maple Wolfgang neck with a black headstock and a Wolfgang style volume knob. This guitar is a replica of his original Frankenstrat. I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by and listening. I know I don't have the whole rundown on the Frankenstrat. I only did, some research on it and stuff, and I found all this. I wish I had more available, but there's a lot to it, and I can attest from making it. So, hope you guys enjoyed some of the information and stuff like that. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, ring my bell for more upcoming videos, and leave a like, please. Really helps out. So take care. Have a great weekend, and you guys be safe. Okay? Bye-bye.